Hey everybody, I want to take a few moments to talk to you about my roller coaster to sobriety. Now, some of you are probably rolling your eyes thinking, oh Lord, another one of these guys. Yeah, I said it too, probably 1,000 times. He's going to tell us about drugs and how they are bad. Okay, yeah, that's not really what I'm planning to do here. I would like some participation though, so let's get really loud and annoy everybody in the next room. So, you're all smart people, right? Okay, you're gonna be difficult. Let's try this again. You're all smart people, right? Okay, I'll give you one more chance. And hey teacher, why don't you rewind this if they don't get it this time, huh? So, you're all smart people, right? Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so now that we've established that, I got a deal for you. You bear with me through this event, and we can jam out a bit after this. Wow, wow. Let's start with some words that I want to define for you. First of all, addiction. Addiction is a primary chronic disease of the brain. Rewards, motivation, memory, related circulatory dysfunctions, and these circuits lead to characteristics, biological, physiological, social, and spiritual manifestations that can be reflected in individuals pathologically pursuing rewards and or relief by substance use and other behaviors. Meaning, we want an easier way to deal with things we can't control. I mean, we can all relate to how stressful life is. We'll go over some suggestions for dealing with life's obstacles in a bit. Substance, a tangible thing that is uniform in its consistency, meaning it's a thing that's always that thing. Drugs, any substance that alters your mind or body in a way that is not part of the normal human body function. Yo, that's booze, weed, meth, prescription medicine, cigarettes, caffeine, chocolate. These can take you up and down and all around. Recovery, an action or process of regaining possession or control of something stolen or lost. If you lose your mind, the first step is to start looking. Relapse, to fall back into a vice, wrongdoing, or error. When you walk through the park and step in crap, you better watch your footing on the way back. And those are a lot of words, I know. Now this is the part of the video when the guy gives you the drugs are bad, don't do them, blah, blah, blah. Well, same thing you hear a million times. Well, the harsh reality is that the world is that there are things. There's good drugs that help you and bad drugs that hurt you. And it's not even as simple as that. I'd like to introduce you to two of my friends. Now, don't tease them on how they look. Yeah, hideous, I know. Let's give them a few minutes and we'll go right back to them. Did you know that over 50% of Americans have a family member that has a serious alcohol problem? You have a name in your head now, I know. Well, without saying it, think about them for a second. What happens when they run out? Let's see what happens to these two monkeys when they run out. quite different reactions. Now, let's sober these guys up and we'll take a look at them in a few days. So what does alcohol do to your body? Alcohol is classified as a depressant because it shuts down the central nervous system, causing a decrease in motor coordination, reaction time, and intellectual performance. At high doses, the respiratory system slows down drastically, and it makes it hard to breathe, and in the most extreme cases, it can cause a coma or death. Basically, it overwhelms your liver and bypasses the natural safety mechanisms of your body. That's why you feel drunk. So really, your liver gets all poisoned first before you feel it, and a liver overwhelmed with poison can't stop anything else from entering your bloodstream. So lead and other kind of toxins don't get stopped by your liver like they're supposed to. Oh my God, that's gross. Hey, let's see what our friends are doing now that they've had a night to sleep off their drunk. Okay, question time. How would you rather get up? Rough or ready? Yeah, that sounds a little better to me. But let's see what happens next. We shouldn't judge a person's whole life based on a few minutes. Well, that was weird. Not quite what I thought would happen. See, there are many different types of abuse. I mean, when it comes to alcohol or any substance, see, the first guy, he didn't need to drink heavy, but required it to get through his day. And the second guy, well, he wouldn't need to drink all the time, but when he would drink, it was really, really heavy. And that's one of the biggest problems with alcoholism. It's tricky and mysterious. No two people have the exact same problem. That makes it really hard to diagnose. Treatment and rehabilitation is a good step, but first and foremost, you have to want to be sober. If you don't want it, you're simply setting yourself up to relapse. Now let's stop in on talk to one of my friends who have been sober for many years.
I love my family, but when I would drink, I would do horrible things to them. I'd yell, belittle them, treat them like they were the least important things in my life. But really, they were the only thing I ever truly had, man. I remember one time I was going to my son's basketball game, and stopped at a bar for just one drink, just a single drink, and ended up staying till close. And after that, I don't think I could have ever felt worse in my life. It was a tough night. I called my brother right after that and told him what I did. Still drunk, and he drove for 4.5 hours to come take me to my first AA meeting, and just turned my life around. And but, now I'm sober, man, and I found I love all my old hobbies. I go fishing and camping, and just like getting out. Sometimes it's everything I wished I could have done for the last 20 years. But, you know, I always had somewhere to be, the bar, something better to do, to drink. But, you know, now I get to go see my grandkids play. And, I can never make up to my son what I did to him. Because that had to be one of the hardest things that, you know, the most painful things that I've ever done to anyone. But, you know, I know now that I had to get sober. I know now that it was for my family that I had to, you know, get sober. And, you know, and now I realize that I still can't make them my priority because I gotta be sober. And it's every waking thought, you know. It's always there. And I just, you know, I gotta put that first, gotta be, you know, sober first. Because no matter what else I want to do with my life, if I start drinking again, it'll be, you know, everything will go with it. I'll lose my family, I'll lose my job, you know, I'll lose my car, my house, everything, everything I've worked for. And, you know, it's just like I want to tell them that, you know, you're the number one thing in my life, but, you know, I suffer, and they can never be, and it's sad.
Seems like it took a lot of strength to doing something that had so much power over him. But I forgive you, Dad, and I love you. Now, other things like marijuana and caffeine can be just as addicting and bad for a person. Some people need to smoke a bowl or drink coffee just to function, or so they don't think that they are actually making it harder to function by changing the chemical makeup of their body. And when you change it to something unnatural, it doesn't help. Do you know that over 50% of Americans smoke marijuana and only a small amount of them use it for medical purposes? All others are using it to alter their state of minds. These people are driving around, operating equipment, not safe. And anytime you have altered your state of mind, you alter your ability to judge what's going on around you. Does that make sense? And that, my friend, can lead to various dangerous operations. You think about moving a 4,000 hunk of steel down the road, and even though caffeine might keep you awake, it makes you more jumpy and can lead to quick, unreasonable, unrash decision making. Basically, anything that makes you feel a different way can cause you to act a different way. And if you act a different way, you may not always do what you normally would want to do. Sometimes we find life's challenges overwhelming and we want to run from them, but not all things are escapable. I lied. There's a little more. With drugs and alcohol, there are only sedation. And our problems come back. When we sober up, there they are again. Now, my first suggestion is to confront your monster and get down to the bottom of it. to find out the cause of your problem. And decide exactly what you need to do to solve that problem. And the first step for anything, whether it's dealing with stress, addiction, dating, anything, is to ask for help and be ready to accept it. And I know that's the hard part. You might not want to always hear what people have to say and or what you do wrong, but that's the key to bettering our life. If we can accept our shortcomings, we can eventually work past them. Forgiveness, step 2, and ask for forgiveness. Now, when I say that, I mean true forgiveness. A grudge is fuel for relapse, and if you're ready to change, you must be prepared to change completely. When you ask for forgiveness, you also must be prepared to not be forgiven. Forgiveness is about you, not them. Remember, you aren't owed anything. You may have stolen, lied to, hurt, emotionally and physically, people that trusted and loved you deeply. And that's a long, hard road to return to. Alright, guys and gals, that wasn't so bad, was it? Was it? Yeah, it was kind of fun for me. Well, we learned a lot, didn't we? Addiction takes many faces, but people suffering from addiction can overcome it. Finally, with all that out of the way, I promised you, so let me introduce the Common Ground Company.
Want you to keep me warm.